Finally cured my bad breath after 11 years. I was so excited when I finally figured it out that I thought it would be appropriate to share it with others. I have personally been struggling with bad breath since I was 10 years old for several reasons. When I was 10, I had tonsil stones and didn't really know what they were. At that age, I thought that it was food coming back up, so I ignored it for 6 years, until I did my research in high school. I removed them myself, thinking that it would help, but it actually made it worse. I was bullied by others who continuously commented, "Your breath smells like shit." At that point, I begged my mother to take me to a doctor and scheduled an appointment to get my tonsils removed. The doctors told me that they should have been removed years ago because they were highly infected. After I got them removed, I thought I was home free to continue brushing, flossing, and using mouthwash with no bad breath. I was wrong. After I got my tonsils removed, I still had bad breath. I researched again and decided to buy a tongue scraper, but it didn't work. I was at a standstill again for about another couple of years, until I looked up that the ingredient in most toothpaste was sodium lauryl sulfate, which can dry your mouth out. I did have dry mouth, so I started focusing on buying toothpaste without that ingredient. I also started using alcohol-free mouthwash, and it still didn't work. I was back on the path of spending lots of money buying different products that had no effect on me. I later researched that post-nasal drip could cause bad breath, which I had. I went to the doctor, and they told me to buy over-the-counter nasal spray. I used it thinking that it was all over, but I was wrong. From there, I thought that everything was coming from my stomach, because my oral health was not the problem at this point. So I started eating healthy foods in hopes that it would help, but it didn't. Then, I started flossing after every meal, and it only helped temporarily, so I knew there was another problem. I kept reading forums online about people who cured their bad breath, and I read across someone who said that they started using oral probiotics that contained Bliss M18. I bought several bottles hoping that this would finally be my eureka, but it wasn't. That too was also a temporary solution. After everything I tried, I thought there was no hope for me. But then I came across the post that talked about using diluted hydrogen peroxide as a mouthwash. My dentist makes me use diluted HP every time I came in, so I figured it was safe. I brushed and flossed like I normally did, and then swished a solution in my mouth, even brushed it on my tongue, and it worked. I finally had a long-term effect. For the rest of the day, my breath was fine. I didn't think it was possible. Then, the next morning, I woke up with very little morning breath, when it's usually very bad in the morning. I don't use the solution daily, only when I feel the need to. I'm hoping that my post will reach someone, because I have struggled with this for most of my life, and it has really dampened my confidence, but not anymore. If I can figure it out, then you can too.